A 2-1 Germany lead starts for Goretzka and Kleindienst with a home crowd roaring them on. Are we going to see Germany progress to a semi-final? We'll cover all that in today's episode. The UEFA Nations League will resume again this evening on Sonntag. Germany will kick off in the Westfalenstadion, that's the home of Borussia Dortmund, with a slender or imposing, depending upon your nation's colours, 2-1 lead. Die Mannschaft, well, they're looking to exercise some demons against their old rivals. It was at this very same venue in the 2006 World Cup where Italy knocked the host nation out. That was with extra time goals from Fabio Grosso and Del Piero in a 2-0 win. To be fair, the Azzurri did go on to lift the World Cup, and there was that fascinating incident in the final between Marco Materazzi and Zinedine Zidane. What did he say to him? I guess we'll never know. Back to the quarterfinals between Germany and Italy. We've heard that Julian Nagelsmann is going to make some slight tweaks rather than some wholesale changes to the Germany starting lineup. So let's get some eyes on that. We're assuming that Julian Nagelsmann will be locking in his Football Manager 24 Classic 4-2-3-1 formation. And if that is the case, then the starting lineup is likely to be Oliver Baumann in goal. That's right, the veteran Hoffenheim keeper will be retaining his place to earn his fourth cap under Nagelsmann. He made 6 saves in total from Italy's 13 shots on goal in the first leg, and that included a crucial one-on-one with Italian striker Moises Kean. This is exciting because we're led to believe that Maxi Mittelstadt of Stuttgart will be coming in as left-back for David Raum. Mittelstadt, well, he's represented Germany 11 times before this. He's scored a goal and he's come up with 2 assists. Gonzo here, he's a big fan of Mittelstadt because he thinks he looks like ex-Arsenal midfielder Welsh captain Aaron Ramsey. At right back, well, there's only one player, right? And it's Mr. Dependable for both club and country, Joshua Kimmich. He's only 2 caps away now for a gallon of international appearances for Die Mannschaft. And in that previous first leg, well, he showed off his full range of qualities. He won his tackles, he put in 11 crosses, and he contributed 2 assists for the goals, which was the equaliser for Tim Kleindienst, and then what ended up being the winner, a faintest of touches from his cross from his Bayern Munich teammate Leon Goretzka. We're led to believe that the centre-back pairing will be Antonio Rudiger, the warrior of both club and country, playing at Real Madrid, ex-Chelsea of course, just one there for my English viewers. He played in his physical and rugged traditional style in that first leg, and even in his penalty box managed to put 2 headers on target. It's led to believe that he'll be playing alongside Nico Schlotterbeck, that's right, the Dortmund player, will be playing in his home ground as well. He came on at half-time in the first leg as a substitute for David Raum. He was reliable. He won 2 tackles and, crucially, didn't concede. The 2 DMs as part of that double pivot of the 4-2-3-1. Again, we're led to believe that it'll be Leon Goretzka. He was busy? He was busy in the middle of the park in the previous leg. He won his tackles, he made some interceptions, and in front of the Italian goal had 4 shots on target and, crucially, scored with 1. That was the flick from the corner from his Bayern Munich teammate Joshua Kimmich. And then we believe he'll be playing alongside Pascal Gross, also playing in his home stadion at the Westfalen. He was solid, yeah, Mr. Steele in midfield. He won his tackles, he harried, he chased, and he laid the ball off when he needed to. It's in the attacking options where we think Nagelsmann's also going to make some tweaks. We're led to believe that Karim Adeyemi, who will also be playing in his home stadium at Dortmund, he'll be playing on the right-hand side. He came on as a sub in the first leg and predominantly seemed to play on the left. This time we think he'll play on the right. Again, he was lively when he came on. They put in a few crosses, which didn't really lead to any attacking output for Die Mannschaft. But again, one of the fastest people in world football today, Karim Adeyemi. Again, we think he'll be on the right. Leroy Sané, well, again, he played in the first leg. This time we think he'll be switched to the left. He got more and more involved as that first leg went on and did actually look very threatening. Of course, he's doing that week in, week out for Bayern Munich. We believe that Musiala will be playing as the number 10, as that central attacking midfielder in that playmaking role. He was always looking for the ball in that first leg, especially on the half 10, and he had one single-minded focus, and that was to drag his team forward. We're looking forward to him doing that again today. And then there's supposed to be a change up top, because unfortunately, the Mainz super striker Johnny Bergkamp, well, apparently he's down with an illness. So his natural replacement, rather than it being Stuttgart's Dennis Undav, we're led to believe it's the man in form at the minute for Die Mannschaft, and that's Tim Kleindienst. Yes, we're led to believe that Tim Kleindienst will be leading the line. Don't forget he's now scored 3 goals in 5 games for the national team. Looked a threat when he came on. He's at home. I should say he's home in his home country. Let's hope he's busy in scoring some more goals this evening. Let us know what you think about that starting 11. Who would you like to see pull on a Die Mannschaft shirt? Let us know in your comments down below. As for Italy, well, Luciano Spalletti, he's got a few people missing this time around. He's going to be without Arsenal's Riccardo Calafiori, who sprained his ankle. Gonzo there shaking his head going, what have Arsenal bought? Whilst Spalletti will also be missing striker Matteo Retugi, who apparently is out with an abductor, he's out with a groin injury. So the potential starting 11 is as follows. It's Donnarumma in goal. It's going to be a 3-5-2, so the 3 centre-backs will be De Lorenzo, Borzonio, still not convinced I'm saying that right, and Bastoni. The wing-back / midfield options on the left will be Tottenham's Destiny on Doggy. On the right will be Raul Bellanova. The 3 in the middle, that's kind of the linchpins of the midfield, will be Samuel Ritti, Sandro Tonali and Nicolo Barella. And the 2 up top will be Moises Kean, who did look threatening in that first game, alongside Giancomo Raspadori. So there you go, there's Italy's potential starting 11 in a 3-5-2 formation. It's interesting to note that Germany have now scored 19 in their last 21 UEFA Nations League matches, and none of those have ended 0-0. So segue there into our prediction. Now, if you recall from the previous video, that was our review of the first leg, Gonzo and I made the rather bold claim that Die Mannschaft would win 3-0 on home soil, which of course is the game that's coming up this evening, and we stick by that. The only subtle difference is that we were convinced that Johnny Bergkamp was going to get a goal. That's not going to happen due to illness, which is an unforeseen change that's just way outside of our control. That said, we'll stick by that 3-0. I suppose we'll have to say that Tim Kleindienst will get a couple of those goals instead. That might come back to haunt us. Either way, Germany are going to win this 3-0, which makes it 5-1 on aggregate, and they'll progress to a semi-final, which is either going to be against Denmark or Portugal. FYI, Denmark are 1-0 up in their quarter-final. And that wraps up our preview of the second leg of this spicy UEFA Nations League quarter-final between Germany and Italy, in a game that we're predicting that Germany will win 3-0 on home soil and progress 5-1 on aggregate. Don't forget, we'll have a reaction video coming up after the game. Please make sure you're subscribed, because that way you'll know when that reaction video is dropped. In the meantime, you are welcome to check out our reaction to the previous leg, from the first leg when Germany won 2-1. And as ever, if you could find it in your hearts to give us a like, well, that would be wunderbar, and it would help the channel find a bigger audience. That's it. All that remains to be said is that he's been Gonzo, I've been Craig. Together we're grateful. Thank you as ever for the support. Enjoy the game, and we'll catch up very soon. Auf Wiedersehen and arrivederci for now.